So let me ask you something honestly. If you could trade your current commute, your current mortgage, and your current zip code for a mountain view and half the traffic and a real estate market that's still moving, would you at least want to know what that looks like? Because I'm about to give you the honest version, not the brochure version. The actual pros and cons of living in the Shenandoah Valley, Virginia in 2026. And some of it might surprise you. I'm Jason Oliver with Envision Real Estate Solutions. We're a real estate solutions company right here in the Shenandoah Valley. And we work with buyers, sellers, investors, and relocators all across every community in this region every single week. So when I tell you I'm going to give you the honest version, I mean it. I've had this conversation many times with people from Northern Virginia, from DC, from Maryland, from all over the country who are asking the same questions. Is the Shenandoah Valley the right move for me? In this video, I'm going to walk you through all the real pros and the real cons of living here. So by the end, you'll know if this place is your kind of place. And if it is, I'll tell you exactly how to take the next step. Let's get into it. And first, just so we're all on the same page, the Shenandoah Valley stretches roughly 200 miles through the heart of Virginia, flanked by the Blue Ridge Mountains to the east and the Allegheny Mountains to the west. And when we talk about the valley, we're talking about communities such as Winchester, Front Royal, Woodstock, Luray, Newmarket, Harrisonburg, Staunton, and Waynesboro, and counties such as Frederick County, Virginia, Warren, Shenandoah, Page, Rockingham, and Augusta. The northern end, Winchester and Front Royal, sits about 60 to 90 minutes from Northern Virginia. The Central Valley, Harrisonburg, is about 2 hours, and the Southern Valley, Staunton and Waynesboro, is about 2.5 to 3 hours. That commute distance matters, and we'll talk about that in a minute. All right, so let's start with the good stuff, and there's a lot of it. The single biggest reason people move here is what their money actually buys. In Northern Virginia, areas such as Fairfax, Loudoun County, Prince William, the median home price is up to $700,000 plus and rising. In the Shenandoah Valley, Harrisonburg and Rockingham County, about $346,000. Page County, Luray, about $310,000. Augusta County, Staunton and Waynesboro is about $330,000. Winchester and Frederick counties around $390,000. Same income for remote or hybrid workers, dramatically different homes. That's not what small thing, that's often the big difference between a 2-bedroom condo and a 4-bedroom home on multiple acres with mountain views. Pro number 2, quality of life and outdoor recreation. Here's something I want you to actually picture. Shenandoah National Park is at your back door. Skyline Drive, 105 miles of scenic ridgetop road, is 30 minutes away for most valley residents. The Shenandoah Valley River runs through multiple communities. There are hundreds of miles of hiking trails, world-class fly fishing, rock climbing, mountain biking, 3 four-season resorts that include Bryce, Massanutten, and Wintergreen, all within an hour of the valley floor. People from Northern Virginia and DC often describe moving here as a revelation, including myself. They didn't know this was available to them, and now it's our daily life. All right, pro number 3, genuine community feel. This one's harder to put a number on, but it's an extremely important one. The Shenandoah Valley still has something a lot of regions have traded away. Neighbors who actually know each other. Farmers markets that aren't just Instagram bait. Festivals and events that bring an entire town outside. A culture where people show up for each other. And if you spent years in a city or a suburb where you don't know your neighbors' names, well, this can feel a bit different. Kind of like a different planet, but in the best of ways. All right, pro number 4, remote work and hybrid commuting viability. This one has changed everything. Remote and hybrid work didn't just change where people work, it changed where people are allowed to live. The Northern Valley, which is Winchester and Front Royal, is about 60 to 90 minutes from Northern Virginia. For someone commuting 2 days a week, that's extremely manageable. For someone who's fully remote, you're carrying a metro area income against Shenandoah Valley costs. The math gets pretty compelling pretty fast. And broadband access has expanded significantly across the valley over the last few years. So the old, "but the internet is bad out there" excuse is getting less and less every year. All right, pro number 5, real estate appreciation. The market is still moving. This one matters wherever you're looking to buy to live or buying as an investment property. Page County, or Luray, appreciated nearly 10% year over year. Warren County, or Front Royal, over 6%, and Augusta County, or Staunton and Waynesboro, nearly 5%. These are markets that still have runway. The appreciation story that Northern Virginia already lived over the last 2 decades, the Valley is somewhere in the middle of that story, which means buyers who come now are buying before that story is finished. And the short-term rental market here, Luray is one of Virginia's top Airbnb markets. Massanutten, Front Royal, Bazier, all active short-term rental communities. The tourism economy isn't slowing down anytime soon. Okay, con number 1, limited urban amenities. If you're used to having everything within 10 minutes, a dozen restaurant options on any given Tuesday, same day anything, Whole Foods on the corner, it's just not the Shenandoah Valley. Some communities have excellent local dining. Harrisonburg and Staunton genuinely punch above their weight class when it comes to food and arts. But if urban convenience and nightlife are at the top of your list, this might not be your place. The Valley rewards people who lean into small town life, people who don't need 5 options for everything, people who are okay with driving 20 minutes, for dinner in exchange for the views on the way there. Okay, con number 2. It's a smaller job market. If you're relocating without a remote job already in place, or if you need to find local employment, the job market is smaller. The Valley's largest employers are healthcare, education, agriculture, construction, and manufacturing. JMU, or James Madison University, and Centera RMH are major anchors in Harrisonburg. Valley Health is a significant employer in Winchester. But if you're in tech, finance, law, consulting, the local market, it is smaller. Remote work is what makes this work for most people in those fields. And it's worth having that conversation honestly before you make that leap.
Okay, con number 3. You'll have to drive longer distances, but it's not in traffic. There's no metro. There's no commuter rail into the valley. A car, it's not optional here. A reliable car, if you're coming from a city where you haven't owned a car in a couple years, factor that into the lifestyle shift. That said, most people tell me within a couple of months that they don't mind the drive because the roads are beautiful and there's significantly less traffic than Northern Virginia or DC. Okay, con number 4. Pace, it is different. The Shenandoah Valley moves at a different pace, and that is genuinely a pro for most people who move here. But it can be an adjustment. Things take a little longer. People are friendlier, but unhurried. Businesses close earlier. The energy is quieter. If you're a type A metropolitan city person who genuinely thrives on constant stimulation, that adjustment, it can take a while. Most people who come here will appreciate it more within a couple of months, but I want you to go in with eyes wide open. So here's the bottom line. The Shenandoah Valley, it's not for everyone, and I would never pretend that it is. But for the right person, and there are a lot of you watching this, it is one of the most compelling places to live in the entire Mid-Atlantic region. If you want more space for less money, real outdoor access as part of your daily life, a genuine community that still functions like a community, and a real estate market that is still appreciating before the rest of the country catches on, then yes, the Shenandoah Valley is probably worth a serious look. And here's what I've seen from the years of working here. Almost nobody who makes this move regrets it. The ones who do, they usually say they wish they'd done it sooner. So if anything in this video has you thinking, and I hope some of it did, I want you to know that I have this conversation all the time with people just like you every single week. Folks from Northern Virginia who are done with the traffic, families who want more space, and retirees ready to cash out of the Northern Virginia real estate scene and actually live on what they've built. Investors who see what I see in this market and want to get in before the story is over. And my job every single time is to make sure you understand your options before you make any type of decisions. There is no pressure, there's no obligations. Just a real conversation about whether this valley might be your next chapter. You can give me a call or text me at 540-790-7940 or connect with me using any of the links in the description below. And if you're not quite there yet, go ahead and grab the free Shenandoah Valley relocation guide right below in the description. It covers everything that we've talked about today and a lot more. If this video helped you out, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want more honest real estate content from right here in the Shenandoah Valley. We'll talk to you soon.